it's Chris. I'm just going to be talking a little bit about Terraria here. It's an addictive little game, primarily an adventure exploration game with a little bit of crafting and building involved. If you enjoy it, you can pick it up off Steam for basically about $10. This will probably be a series of videos because there is a lot to this game, so my first little video here will be basically about creating a character, creating a world, and then what do you do when you first get into the world. So let's play some single player and create a character. The only thing you can actually change in terms of your character is your hair shape and your sex. The sex isn't actually a visual thing, it's just, I guess, so you can refer to yourself as a female or a male. So those are all the hair designs. I kind of like this spiky one there. You can change the color of all this stuff, but it's through this RGB value system here. It takes a while of playing around to get to the color you want, so I'll just keep everything default. There's 3 types of characters you can create: softcore, medium core, and hardcore. Hardcore characters, basically if you die once in the game, you're dead forever. The difference between medium core and softcore is what you lose when you die. Softcore, you lose money. Medium core, you lose money and some of the items you have on your character. When you spawn back into the game, you can obviously go retrieve that stuff, but if you're in a difficult location to get to, that might not be an option. So we'll go softcore. And we'll call him Roger. Select Roger, and we'll create a little world for him. You have 3 choices of world. It's only size difference, and that really only comes into importance when you are actually trying to get from one area to another area. There's different strata you dig down into, and there's floating islands up in the sky. The distance to these different strata and locations are determined by the size of the world. Large world, obviously, is going to take you longer to get to different areas, so we'll just go small. And we'll go Roger's small world. So it's creating the world right now. The buildings and structures and NPCs you get in a world are particular to that world. They're saved in that world. However, your character retains any of their items in their inventory, so if I took Roger and played in World 1, anything that he currently had on him would go with him to World 1. So let's go into Roger's small world. So basic movement keys are the WASD keys to move around, spacebar to jump. Mouse 1 uses whatever is currently selected in your hotbar, which for me is a sword, and your mouse is the direction that you're aiming. I know it doesn't look like that with the sword, but trust me, it is. There's a day and a night cycle. It's important because you're somewhat safer in the daytime than at the nighttime. You spawn in the world with your little buddy the guide here. If you right click, you talk to him or interact with him. He gives you helpful little hints. Clicking on the help icon there. And also crafting. You place an item over here into the crafting area, and he'll tell you what it's a component of for another item. I don't actually have anything on me other than dirt blocks, so, and they're not really a component for anything except dirt walls. So that's uninteresting. I'll explain this here. The hotbar is accessed through the number keys or by clicking it with your mouse, 1 through 10. I have a sword, a pickaxe, and an axe currently. They all can be used as weapons, but they all have different uses. Sword just is a weapon. A copper pickaxe I can use to dig up dirt and mine rocks and ores. And then copper axes are mainly used for cutting down trees to obtain timber. Over here, at my equipped gear, basically a helmet, shirt, and pants location, social and equipped version. The social version is just what my character will look like. The equipped version is stuff that'll actually affect my stats, such as my defense, located down on the bottom right there. There's also 5 accessory slots, and you can find all these neat little accessories in the game that change your character You get double jump, increased defense, health regeneration, all that sort of stuff. And then if you want to look up in the top right, there's also your life indicator. It's displayed both as a number and as those little beating hearts there. When that goes down to 0, you die. And then a save and an exit thing down in the bottom left. So when you leave the world, everything you've changed in the world or built or whatever is then saved to the world and will be there when you come back. So it's getting dangerous because I'm almost halfway through my day and I haven't built a structure. Basically, there's multiple types of NPCs in the game. They will be killable by monsters and bad guys in the game that appear more dangerously at night. So the way you get around that is by creating them a house. And I'm going to use the wood that I'm picking up from cutting down these trees to do that. I also want a nice flat surface, so I'll switch to my pickaxe. Get some of this dirt. Get the last of this wood. Now, an NPC has a certain set of requirements that they need to have met before they'll actually appear in the game. For each different type of NPC, there's different requirements, but they all share a need to have some sort of house. So I've cut down those trees, got 71 cases of wood. I'll put it in my hotbar so I can access it. The house's dimension has to be 10 by 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can remove this wood with your axe. They also require 2 comfort items. I usually put a chair and a table. A workbench, however, counts as a table, but a workbench also, when you stand in front of it, gives you more crafting options over here to the left. Whereas if I'm not standing in front of it, that's all I have. So, there's a chair. Create a couple doors because NPCs have a tendency to come from any direction, so I don't want them to be faced with an impenetrable wall here. And I'll put the chair down. Your house also has to have walls. At the moment I can create dirt or wood. Dirt walls don't create a safe structure. Bad guys can spawn where dirt walls are, so we'll create wood walls. I find 40 usually does it. I'll put it in the hotbar so I can access it. And I'll find the walls. Notice it's gotten darker in here. That's because there's no light source. I open the door, it gets a little bit lighter. But what I need to do is find a slime somewhere around here. Because to create a light source, I need a slime. They drop gel. That combined with wood, I can create a torch. Not finding anything that way. Now I can only jump so many squares high. I can see this ledge right here is going to be difficult for me, so I'll just alter it here so I can make it up and down. Wow, is there no slime in this whole game? This is starting to worry me. Oop, looks like I'm not going to be able to get up there. Nope, there's a slime. character is 3 blocks high. Because of that tree being there, I can't destroy the dirt that it's on. However, I can dig around it. Got some gel. And a little bit beat up, but that's okay. I'll collect some mushrooms, because you can use your mushrooms to heal yourself. Though, over time, because I'm a softcore character, that's another one of the perks, your health will actually regenerate slowly. Not fast enough that while you're in combat it's going to keep you alive forever, but close enough if you can get out. So I'll stand in front of my table here. I don't actually need the table to create torches, but you need 1 gel and 1 wood. I'll just create until I can't create anymore. So I got 15. These houses require a light source. I like to put lights on the outside too. So this guy will now take this house as his own. Yay. That's basically the first day. There's not really much else to it other than the decision you're going to make now, which is do I go mainly out adventuring to try to find items, or do I just become a miner? It's basically up to you, but that'll be what each entails will be probably the subject of my next video. Okay, see ya.